Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dragons Lair. My name is Bude, Blue Eyes White Dragon. Today we are live on Twitch, but we will also start putting the weekly Fallout on YouTube. So basically what the weekly Fallout is, we look at the content update and the things that happen during the week, as well as do a burning questions segment where I answer a few questions that I may have on the game. It could be on any aspect of the game, but let's get going. By the way, as I just mentioned, we are streaming on Twitch. If you want to come visit us on the Dragons Lair, the link will be below. Basically tonight, after the weekly Fallout and the burning questions, we're going to be taking a look at the new character kits and doing a little bit of testing. So we have fun here. If you want to come visit, if you want to come stop by, go ahead and do so. The first thing I want to do before I start the weekly Fallout, of course, as most people know, we got the final pieces of the Alice event, and the Alice event went live this week. So I wanted to ask the question, who is your favorite new Alice side character? This includes everybody besides Queen of Hearts because she is not new. So it's going to be Cheshire Cat, March Hare, Caterpillar, Mad Hatter, or White Rabbit. Which is your favorite new Alice side character? And you can leave your favorite new Alice side character down below. Me personally, it's going to be a tough one. I've seen interesting things with White Rabbit and Caterpillar, so it would be between those two, but let me hear what you think. Who is your favorite new Alice side character? We have March Hare with one vote and the Caterpillar with another vote. Interesting. We'll see how that poll ends, but let's go ahead and start our weekly Fallout with our content update. I have a few people in the chat. We have, of course, Chelsea as always holding it down, moderating, Leaving Normal's here as well. Hello, Leaving Normal. Nice to see you. And we also have Janu as well, bringing the cookies and feeding Bude Jr. some cookies. Thank you so much, sir. If you do want to visit Janu down at the Shore House, he also streams more in the morning time. Excellent streamer. Go check him out. But anyways, let's go. We got the new Alice in Wonderland Legendary event came out. We got the information, of course, Wednesday. So we have been doing that. I believe there is less than 5 days left in the Alice event. A little later, I will be showing my progress and where I am in that. But let's start at the top of the schedule. The Raya Heart and Fang event came back. I would be interested to see when they shelved that event. If I remember correctly, it didn't come out too far after what's the one they just shelved? Mother Gothel. It would be interesting to see Raya farmable. There was a very interesting, and the Caterpillar did win the new favorite Alice side character. Again, very interesting character. I also like White Rabbit as well. But Raya had an interesting start because she came with an $80 offer, and that was taken very negatively, if I remember. So it would be quite interesting for her to go full circle and become farmable. Her event becomes shelved and she becomes able to be regularly farmable. But anyways, we got it back. It'll be interesting to see when that time comes when this event is shelved, if it even is. We have the Paul party still going on. I kind of checked out of that event, but if you want some interesting talismans and a few little good rewards, that's still going on. Free stuff is great stuff, in my opinion. And of course, as I mentioned at the top, we have August 25th was the start of the Alice in Wonderland Tricky Tea Party event. And what I will say about this event in general is I do not like the art aspect of the event is amazing as always. The art in this game is fantastic. But I do not like that they just throw hodgepodge characters at you at these events. It seems kind of lazy, and with the glamour and the colors and the atmosphere around Alice, I was just expecting a little bit more. Could you imagine if we fought like a Jabberwocky or whatever with like Queen of Hearts and Cheshire Cat? That would have been more interesting. But I digress. It's back. Hopefully, at least everyone will unlock Alice. She is a 5-star unlock. So hopefully everyone can get to there. I usually recommend to take it slow. Utilize the drops. There has been 2x character drops. I believe Mad Hatter is today. Yesterday was the Caterpillar. So try and use those to your advantage. I usually strive to get the legendary the second go around, and I feel like I have always tried to, or I've always found a counter outside of using the legendary to counter the legendary. So again, I would urge trying to go the second time around. It actually poses a better challenge, and you kind of learn a little bit more about your roster doing it like that. Next, we had the Gargoyles damage leaderboard come up, so hopefully people are scoring big on there. We had Summoner Showdown Round 4 come and go, a repeat of Season 9, I believe. Quite interesting. I thought it was a good mix of characters. I didn't like the round that had a bunch of tanks, but, you know, it was a good pool of characters. I liked this Round 4. Hopefully they come out with a new, fresh line of characters for the next one, but I don't feel like they will. It's just getting a little bit stale because they keep utilizing the same ones, but it came and went. Hopefully you got what you wanted to get out of it. It's, again, free stuff. You're not losing trophies, and you're gaining PvP attempts for your club. So hopefully you got what you wanted to get out of that. Ferocious Face Off came back. Hopefully you got the stones that you wanted out of that. I usually go for offense and the crit damage. But if you want recovery, it's there too. The Hunchback Tower just ended, or the Frollo Tower, depending on what you want to call it. I like to call it the Frollo Tower because Frollo is the reward. And I don't understand why it's called the Hunchback Tower, but I digress. It came and went. Hopefully you have Frollo. He's excellent. The Maleficent event did come as well. Wow, taking a very back seat from the Alice, but she is no slouch. She is a fantastic character still, and she may help you against Alice. Who knows? We're still in that little testing phase, so we'll see what exactly happens with Maleficent, but she's still a fantastic character to go after, but quite the investment in my opinion. Triton's event is gonna start the 30th, which is tomorrow, and then the day after that is the Peter Pan Neverland event to unlock Peter Pan. They're also the Club Conquest reward. And then we got a few descriptions of our newest characters. I thought it didn't feel good having to build up a Caterpillar and Mad Hatter and the event starting at the same time. Caterpillar was on the Grand Energy node, which was a little bit better in my opinion. But Mad Hatter is super difficult to get. He does enrage a bunch of FOMO, which they have to put it somewhere. And we're in on this stream, we will go over the kits of both, but I felt a little bit bad putting Mad Hatter out there like that. But I get it. They have to do it for their bottom line, right? I get it. All right. There is your content update for the week. And the question I had surrounding the content update was, we got Alice, and that's great, and it's going on, and she's the newest thing, but what is next after Alice? And I just want to allude back to this, which was the roadmap we got. And I actually read it back, and it's quite interesting how they don't give timelines on anything. But I digress. It's a later day in the future. We're thinking about it. It's the near future, as you read right here. Let's see, right here, near future, later date. But we do see that maybe they're following this track right here. Maybe, your Ratatouille is next. And that will consist, of course, of Linguini and Remy. And my idea behind that was maybe they're refreshing the energy leaderboard characters, because Frank and Lily need to be farmable. They've been energy leaderboards for quite some time, almost a year, if not a year. And Linguini and Remy would fit that quite well. They're a duo, so switching a duo out for a duo would make sense. So maybe Linguini and Remy are the next ones, but we'll see. We'll see how long we go without, well, I wouldn't call this content, with new characters. Hopefully the content side of it, like this part, where is it? The social PvP mode, that type of content is in the later window. Hopefully we're approaching this later window. Again, it's very awkward how they express their timelines, but hopefully we're gonna see some more of this stuff come into fruition, because there is some interesting things in here that could benefit the game. But I just wanted to point that out. All right. So the last and final segment of our weekly Fallout is going to be Cue My Fire. Burning questions. Before I do that, I'm gonna catch up with the chat. Let's see. We have Ash here. Hello, Ash. I also saw Max as well, saying Chelsea loves Summer Showdown. Does she? I don't know about that. But let's get into our burning questions. And speaking more towards some of these, the roadmap that I just alluded to, I have two questions for you today. Number one, yeah, I thought you hated Summer Showdown, Chelsea. Number one is, what are they doing with towers? Goliath's Tower, I believe, came out in October of last year. And that was the last tower we had. Everyone, well, not everyone, but the majority of people want to see an auto tower. And when I thought about this, I thought against it. I do like the retiring more, because yes, you're playing repetitive content, and yes, it would be easier to get the rewards if there was an auto feature, but the decay would be much, much worse if things were able to just be autoed. So would it solve the overall problem of there's no content? And the answer is no. So I don't have an issue with us having auto. It would be nice to have. And I wish they would fix their timelines on some things, such as character availability, and the retiring towers, because we still have Triton, which is the oldest one, active one we have now. But let me know in the comments as well as the chat who should be the next trio tower event, and when should they do it, and also let me know which faction you would like to use in a tower. Last one, for the Gargoyles Tower, we had the Adventurers alongside Demona and Xanatos. So let me know what you think about that. My second burning question for today is, how do you make Tower of Endurance engaging? And I had an idea of this, and it would build more content for the game. And the idea I had was, take Tower of Endurance, make a new floor, a new tower inside there, and make it 100 floors for the season. Now, it will scale in difficulty, but you will be able to utilize your roster once a day, and the characters will only be allowed to be used once, and it will refresh after 24 hours. So you get through a bunch of towers in one day with your whole roster. Next day it refreshes and you can keep going up more. However far you get into the tower, you get a certain reward fresh threshold. I think that would be interesting. I think it would be engaging. All they would have to do is update the team compositions of the towers, scale the difficulty, of course. I think it would be interesting to put in and something engaging to do. And it doesn't not necessarily have to be, cookie cutter. This is the Hercules team and this is the Lilo and Stitch team. It could be, a hodgepodge. It could be ST defense like defenses. I think that would be interesting, and there would be an incentive because there would be a reward attached to it. But let me know what you think, what they should do with Tower of Endurance, because it's kind of just sitting there. And yeah, those are my two burning questions. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and make sure to come see us over at the Dragons Lair at Bude_live on Twitch. And until next time, have a beautiful day, have a beautiful night wherever you are, and bye.